The senator from Connecticut, Mr. Blumenthal, for himself and Mr. Kirk, proposes an amendment number 1498 to amendment number 1470.
This amendment very simply and directly assures that members of Congress who may be prosecuted and convicted of the offenses specified in Senate S. 1261 also should see their pensions revoked, along with potentially other crimes that they may have committed. The purpose essentially is to assure the credibility of Congress by revoking pensions of corrupt members of Congress, not only those that may be convicted under this pending bill, insider trading, but also a variety of other public corruption offenses. In fact, the amendment adds 22 new public corruption offenses to existing law that merit cancellation or revoking of congressional pensions. I've worked with this amendment with Senator Kirk, who unfortunately could not be with us today. He and his staff have been integral. It is a bipartisan proposed statute that is similar to the one that I worked to enact in Connecticut when I was the Attorney General there. And the guiding principle is absolutely crystal clear, consistent with the basic measure we're considering. Not one dime of taxpayer money should go to corrupt elected officials. Over the past 50 years, members of Congress have been convicted of 16 separate felonies, so the need for this measure is considerable, even if it is a small minority of the members of Congress. And in fact, right now, approximately $800,000 a year are paid to members of Congress who have been convicted of these kinds of felonies. So I want to particularly thank Senator Kirk and quote him, since he could not be here today. He said earlier this year of this legislation, and I'm quoting, "American taxpayers should not be on the hook for pension benefits of convicted felons. Expanding current law to include additional public corruption felonies will block pension benefits for members of Congress who fail to honor their pledge to defend the Constitution and uphold the laws of the United States. Once you have violated the public trust in that way, I think that the taxpayers should not be supporting your retirement." End of quote. In short, very simply, a breach of law by an elected official is a serious offense that should have consequences. Taxpayers should not pay for the retirement benefits of elected officials convicted of a felony, members of Congress, anyone else, especially as the United States faces the soaring deficits that it does now and the crippling debt that grows even higher. I urge my colleagues to support this amendment, and I yield the floor.